Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cougars offense comes onto the field first today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Cyclones offense has its first opportunity of the day. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires to the big fella. Across the 35. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And, Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there, and that's why they're so tough to stop.
And the Cyclones are facing 3rd and inches. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the shotgun, the inside give. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on first and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play, now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State. A great catch and run for 6.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Coffee. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense in an empty set. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time. And it
breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here comes the Heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Finds his man, it's Coffee. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete. Right at midfield, he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American Fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He leaves it with the back. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Fights off a defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got his man in the middle.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He's loose. Got enough space. Touchdown, Iowa State. He got a step and just dusted the field. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you add my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looks as if BYU will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Trying play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in at the 40. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa State sending the offense back out. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The Cyclones line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. BYU lines up quickly. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Walters. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense. So, a young man with all-American potential.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Cyclones are on the move. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the stomping has commenced.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 7 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They punt it away on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Runs through another guy. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Cyclones back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Smashes through the tackle. Give him 6. Touchdown, Iowa State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
42, BYU 5.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Off the boot, looking for his man. It's caught. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. With the catch, it's Randall. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes Running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And I think that's a good call offensively, Reese. You're sort of in no man's land at midfield. You've got 4th down, and you believe in your guys to go and get it done on the ground. They're able to pick up the 1st.
Were you at all surprised by the decision to run it there?
No, not with their personnel up front. Just the way that these guys have sort of established the tone in this game. They've been the more physical team, so I like the play call.
And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Not 1, but 2 sacks on the day, and possibly more to come. Still time left in this football game, and this is a beatdown. You know all passes are coming. This offensive line better do a better job.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the ground. bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive.
Lots of running room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the...
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
The Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Here's a hit. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He's got the back in the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Play till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another...